course, we're inside. We are here. We are on the inside. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, you hearing me. And probably not seeing me. That's alright, but we'll get that sorted in a little bit. Alright, good morning. Welcome aboard, those of you wherever you are right now. Just hoping that you woke up to a wonderful morning this morning. I mean, there's so many things that we're being tested and tried by, but we continue to stand firm. We have been quite resolute. Indeed, oftentimes you would hear and you would see proof that we are truly a resilient people. And we would continue to be that for as long as we live. Getting ready to jump inside the month of independence that is just around the corner. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome aboard, welcome aboard. We're inside. DJ Millennium Kid is inside. Fugitive is inside. Shady is out under the weather. Bing is still in recovery mode. Nonetheless, we are here. Alright. The work gotta continue. So we are inside with you this morning. Got a bit that we're gonna share. I'm going in. I wanna touch on the vaccine. Whether you are anti-vax or pro-vax or pro-choice, there's a statement that came. Hammer, we ain't reached there yet. We ain't reached there yet. Thank you. What's wrong with you? There's a statement that came by one of the leading voices, especially when it comes to legal matters. One of the voices, she sits in one of the key positions when it comes to lawmaking and how the US federal dollar is being spent. And when it comes to the Constitution, vital role, a key role. She has been sitting in the US Senate for about 5 or so years, and she has been called all kind of names, including conspiracy theorists, one of them, for her stance that she took during the COVID-19 era. Right? And there's a statement that she put out on one of her social media platforms. Profound, probably disturbing for many. But we'll share it. I want to touch on a little bit of it and get your feedback. I mean, present day, it's 2025 now, and we've heard all the stories. Some you might want to claim as repercussions. Some stories in the aftermath of, well, that period, that COVID-19 period, and where we are present day. She shared her stance presently. Not much different from the stance that she took during the COVID-19 period, but some utterings that are being made by her in her position as a congresswoman. I don't know how I want to take it. I don't know how you would take it, but I'll share it. We'll go there for a little bit this morning, and I am expecting to hear from you all. Good, we'll go there in a bit. The police issued a statement. I want to share that before CN comes in regards to all that's happening. In response to what we may want to term as police brutality. What? You can't go around it. clear signs of police brutality here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now we just need to fix the zoom in. Yeah, we just need to fix that part. All right, so let me go ahead and say good morning. Let me see who's the first one to join us this morning. That would be Marissa. Good morning, Marissa Stapleton. Good morning. Where are you, Marissa? Aisha's inside. Dale is inside. Doug, what's up, my brother? Good morning. Good morning. Representing East New York. Would that be Canarsie area? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Jacqueline Maynard is inside. Ann is inside. Winston Money Matthews is inside. Yeah, that could just leveling it now. Somewhat tilted on the left, on the right side. Yes, it's so we'll fix that. We take a break in a little bit. Just trying to make adjustment to the cameras, making sure that they are in the right position. Oh yeah, so you're seeing. Okay, good. Alright. So let's go do these and we come back. Keep it locked in, sir. Okay, so Hamilton wanna get inside early. Let me see. Probably he didn't get a good night rest last night. Good morning, Mr. Hamilton. How are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm not trying. Well, the thing is that, I want to thank you for being one of the most educated people. I think King's been reading a lot. Yes, well, I mean, let me tell you something, right? There is really no doctor I could trust. I would rather come to you and say, "Hammy boy, drink some bush." Because what we are having is that doctors that are professional have lost their way. They have now turned against the people and has injured them. I don't want to hear anything with no doctor coming here, because this doctor, this fly-by-night doctor, was the one who...
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the information on whether a vaccine is safe or not, because that is all it comes down to. It had nothing to do with anybody trying to disrespect any constitution. All you had, the majority of people seeing them other face twist up, seeing people in Addisville and being hot, and they say, "Oh God, they don't force you to take it because it doesn't look right." And people said it was safe. This little Congo State doctor called Dr. Murray, which they put down a lot, he was mainly the only one who went out to any session. He went to a session with the police and he said, "No, don't take the vaccine," because I think, Dr. Goodluck was the other one. And I think you had another doctor, which was Dr. Aki, very early said to people, no phase 3, no safety trial. And then you had all the doctors, including those saying safe and effective, without even a phase 3 trial. You can't even give a dog a medication unless you do safety trials. Not one safety trial. All the vaccines are banned. All the vaccines have declared, and based on testings and findings, AstraZeneca, blood clots galore, serious damage to the nervous system. And here you had veterans just begging to their politicians, to NDP and ULP, begging them, please, and these people mandate it. Now, a document coming out. God bless you, Nesta Cook, for bringing it out. In fact, Nesta Cook was the first one who brought out the first injury officially, publicly from Kingsley Freitas, and then now Carlisle Douglas is injured. And now we're hearing from the teacher union, 50 teachers died. And I'm saying here, where do we go? We watch them in the face. Don't deem it not Hamilton, because if Hamilton was the Prime Minister of this country, would have never. And I believe Anna Eustace might have done would have done different either. And there were few people. And I'm saying here, for me, where do we go forward? We assess the reality of the, I don't know, it's the 20-something thousand persons who took the vaccine. And we have to help them, because during the next couple of years, they're going to have serious opportunities for cancers and damage to their internal system. We have to help them. We have to be proud of those people. I don't know if you're one of them, who said, "We don't want that vaccine. Take what we walk. Do you want when we shoot me down? Put me by the Iron Man and shoot me down." I am not going to put any experimental, dangerous substance, which we found very early. I want blood. I want blood not in a criminal way. I am Adoro. I want to see people who usurp their very reality as a leader, as a doctor. I want them to come on this radio, call in here today and say, "Hey, honey, Mr. Fuji, you know what? I didn't know the vaccine's not safe, but I had other ulterior motives. I am disappointed in you, Ralph Gonsalves. I fought for you. I'm disappointed in you, Chief Medical Officer. I'm disappointed in you, Dr. Friday. I gave you all information, and look what is happening. Thousands of our citizens are dying. You think this is a game? My God, my brother, love you very much.
All right, then, thank you.
Bring a praying for you because you took that back. I beg all you, don't take it, you know. No one in life in danger. They have to go to jail today.
Thank you.
They have to go to jail today.
Thank you, Mr. Hamilton. Thank you. Let's go pay some bills and we come back. Alright.
OMG in the morning, lighting up SVG on Boom 106.9.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested
Boom 106.9, the sound setter of radio.
Young got no one that back calling me splurge. Watch me jump right off the curb.
New year, different
We
lane.
gon' spin and kill everybody. And we're telling now. Bend that over. Let that breathe. Shake that.
Boom 106.9.
Hands on your knees.
Unleash the sound revolution now on Boom 106.9.
Hey! You looking for clothes too?
I'm looking for the money. Ignite ain't waiting on nobody.
Clue number 1, celebrity mentorship. That's right, real coaching from real stars, not your cousin who does freestyle on WhatsApp.
But how you find clue 1 already?
I'm gonna get trained by a celebrity mentor. I wonder if I'm skinny fabulous.
Registration is now open and closes on September 12th, 2025. So don't sleep on this chance.
This isn't just a run. With each step begins a new journey. A journey of determination, persistence, and self-discovery. With each step, I am back on a quest to push myself beyond expectations, beyond standards. Each stretch, a reminder of the flexibility of the human spirit. With each step, I am breaking barriers. As I push to the finish, I'm filled with pride. Not just for what I've achieved today, but for the journey that has brought me here. This isn't just a run. It's a testament to the human spirit, and I am here for it. Island Sips, beyond standards, beyond expectations, beyond water.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. 85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
Live fruit, I full yeah, that a my style. With fruit, every sip, leave a smile. Live fruitful. Look for us on the shelf with our new packaging. Enjoy 100% natural juice flavor. It's so fresh.
Live fruitful with Fruta. Distributed by Facey Trading SVG Limited.
Looking for a quality you can trust? GC SVG, Grelmore Construction SVG blends Canadian building standards with Caribbean know-how, with roots in Trinidad and St. Vincent and experience grounded in North America. We bring the best of both worlds to your project. From full house construction to expert remodeling and property maintenance, we get it done right. Call us at 784-496-5911 or email grelmoreconstruction@gmail.com. GCSVG, Caribbean born, North American strong.
OMG in the morning.
Coming on the life like snake in the grass. One with your fakeness.
So it's that time of the morning. Sian is inside already. Sian, good morning. You here?
Morning, Fuji.
Morning.
And I like the tune because I'm always in a good spirit, you know what I mean? So good morning to you.
And then you come inside and you upset the rest of the nation.
And that puts me in a better spirit.
Jeez, and I thought I used to come in here and get people agitated, but boy,
you do. It's just that I do it better than you.
You've been hitting for six. You've been hitting for six.
I do better than you. Good morning, Millennium Kid. All the listeners to Boom, good day to you wherever you are. And by the way, Fuji, a good friend of mine, a childhood friend of mine in New York, and I got a call name, unfortunately. But my partner Marco, he say, boy, Fuji, he said, listening to Fuji and Fuji in the morning. He's a good partner.
Marco.
Big him up for me.
Marco as in electrician Marco?
Yes.
A good soldier, that's a good soldier, that's family brethren.
Well, here's the thing, and he tell me, he says, Sian, go easy on Fuji, please now. So I will go easy on you.
Knowing Marco what time you boy put it on him. I'm telling you now.
Man, of course.
Big up Marco. Probably getting ready to head out right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Fuji,
what's good?
What I want to address this morning is I'm going to pick up a little bit on where you started yesterday, but I'm going to look at a more global perspective to the discussion yesterday you were having that emanated from the incident on the weekend with the police officer and the young lady. And
you saw the police response, right? Just asking.
No, I've not heard the police response.
Okay. I want to share it. I actually wanted to do it before you came in, but all right, that's all right. But you go ahead. You do it.
So I haven't read the response, and sometimes, bro, the response can be a problem, not necessarily the problem, but a problem. But I've known it, so I'm not going to be preemptive.
That's all right. Go ahead.
I addressed that also in connection with, in conjunction with the other incidents that you're seeing on social media involving the police. And I say this, the police play a vital role in citizen security. And we ought not to take that for granted. Now, when I see a video on social media involving police and it becomes physical, very often I try not to speak to it, because when I hear the discussion, it becomes very emotional and individuals' biases come out, and we do not step back and look at the global picture. I tell you something, Fuji, what we're seeing on our streets, not just in relation to police, but in relation to the violence that's happening between individuals, is a bigger problem that started way earlier. So you would, for example, go to a school and see that same level of disrespect with student and teacher. But you would even go home and see the disrespect between little children and parents.
Yes.
So that children do not respond well to authority at home, at school. And unfortunately, Fuji, when they become adults, we expect them to automatically and magically change so that when the police offers a lawful order that they comply. And unfortunately, that does not happen. Now, the point that you've been raising and others have raised as well is also equally important, that these police officers have gone through training that should
have
assist in should have gone to training, of course, that should assist in things like de-escalation and conflict resolution, and not feeling that they can respond in a particular way simply because they have a certain level of authority in their hands. And so very often, what can happen, and I've had experiences very, very recently with police officers where the response triggers escalation. Now, I can't fight, so you will not see me and a police officer fighting anywhere. But it may be a verbal escalation.
Right.
If a police approaches me, for example, in a traffic stop, and I'm questioning, and you go, don't question the police, which is something that I've heard recently, and I'm going, excuse me, which law says I can't question you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I put both scenarios out front to let you know that in every instance, there are two things at play. There is the action of the civilian who may be not responding well to the authority of the police officer, and then there is the reaction of the police officer who thinks that, well, that action of the civilian in not responding to my authority requires me to escalate. Now, that goes so far because it when you have strained relations with the public and the police, it doesn't help for crime fighting.
Correct.
Because what police officers should be understanding, and I'm sure most of them do, because the other thing is, Fuji, that those things that you see on social media and some of those incidences are in the minority. Like somebody said, or you were saying that in relation to the incident involving the police and his girlfriend, other individuals were coming out and saying that particular officer, they've had run-ins with that particular officer.
Yeah.
But the majority of police officers engage well with their communities. You know, people interact well with them. But we grew up hearing, and the younger ones may not know this, but we grew up hearing one mangy sheep spoil the whole flock.
Correct.
And in the case of the police force, it is becoming more and more obvious that there are more than one mangy sheep in the flock. There are a few, which would create for a quicker spread of the mangy throughout the flock. You know, but the point I wanted to focus on this morning is that adjustment of attitude and that recourse that the police must take in understanding that their job in citizen security requires good relations with the civilians. They are the ones who are going to provide information that's needed to solve crimes. And if what we are seeing becomes more prevalent, where relations become more strained, then when crimes are committed, you're going to have a much less lower rate of arrest and conviction than we have now, and we already have a pretty low rate. So a number of things, like you talk about the training, but also you also mentioned it yesterday, Fuji, things like background check. How much goes into actually assessing the quality of the individual who is applying to be a police officer? You know, and how far do you go?
One of the issues I think that we've been seeing, and me personally, I think that too has been lending itself to the present situation we're now being plagued by. You see this situation where we allow politicians to get involved in the policing, that needs to stop. It should not be encouraged, or it should be stopped, where politicians are given I'm going there, where politicians are given where they have that option, where they know somebody from the community, or somebody from the community comes to the office and they can't find a work, and Jomo spoke to it yesterday as well. They can't find a work, so what does the politician do, or the area representative? he calls up and I am sending over such and such, or tell such and such to go by the office and tell them I send them. That is happening. We cannot run away from that.
Let's not single out politicians, Fuji. Because,
I specifically wanted to single it out.
No, but and here's why I don't want you to, because other individuals in society have that privilege where they can call. You may know Colin very, very well. Sorry, not Colin. Who's the commissioner now? My good friend from Spring Village. You may know him very, very well. And he respects your judgment, right? Enville. And you know a young man, and the young man come to you and say, Fuji boy, I apply for police. You know anybody in there? And you say, you know Enville. And he's someone that you know, and you have that privilege where you can speak to Enville one-on-one and say, Enville, look, a young man applied for police. This is his name. He has the qualifications. He's a good young man. He's a good young man, and you vote for the young man, and Enville can give you that courtesy.
No, that's still different. That's still different.
No, it is different
because you have somebody who can vouch for you. Versus the politician really don't know the individual. He's just looking to secure his votes.
I don't think Fuji that a politician would send somebody for any job anywhere that they can at least vouch for to some extent.
It has been happening. And I'm not saying it has now started happening, It has been happening.
And that's why I'm not going down. Saying back yet, right? Saying under the NDP time. Notice that, right? Because I'm not denying, that a politician, a senior public servant, even a regular brethren of someone in a position can have that access and that courtesy to offer a recommendation and ask for the person in charge of hiring to give consideration to this or that person.
But I mean, yes, give consideration, but that don't mean that you should go away from the realities of doing the background checks and so on and so forth.
But that's where we're going. So what I'm saying is, one shouldn't happen without the other. It's not about one sacrificing the other. Even if the politician says, look, I send Sian Marshall over and so on, the police has their process, and the police can say, listen, Minister Fuji, we did some background checks, and when we went to the secondary school, the teacher said this man used to beat up all the teachers and them.
So there should be that.
So those things. And those things can happen. I'm not saying that they aren't happening, but those are some of the issues that you raised. And I'm in total agreement with the issue of background checks. See how far back do you go to ensure that this person does have the temperament necessary to de-escalate and to assimilate training that they need to carry on their job properly. But again, like I said very early, keep in mind that both police and civilian are from the same society. We grew up in the same societies. We grew up in school together, and we cannot allow and give citizens a pass and hold police officers to a heavenly type restriction. Not saying that they're right, mind you, because as I said, their job, their responsibility does hold them, to higher levels of accountability. Absolutely not. And so when they infringe and when they mess up, they should be held accountable for their actions based on where they are.
And I agree with that. But you see, the thing is why people would respond the way that we do. You expect that in situations like these, the police is the one with the training, or who should have the training.
And I agree. I agree. So that when you see these things happening, you assess the situation. You see where training is needed. And the truth is, some of them rightfully may not belong in the police, in the organization. They may not belong in the organization. And so if it's a situation of getting them somewhere else, get them somewhere else. But it's of concern to me where the perception is that these actions by police officers continue to strain the relations between civilians and the police, which is a relation that is critical for crime fighting. And I think that message has to come home more. And I know what I'm saying more because I'm sure that the leadership of the police force is encouraging and instilling in the constabulary. Look, you have to develop good relations with police with the civilians so that we can have effective crime fighting in our country. Things are already, to me, uncomfortable where they are. I want to see better relations with the police and the civilians. I want to see better arrest and conviction rates for crimes, and those things would only come when relationships between both parties, civilian and police, are at good levels and not continuously strained by actions that are unnecessary and uncalled for. Even if, like, a police officer could always justify Fuji, but I tell him out and he scuffled me up first and so on and so forth. Yeah, but I see that and he's wrong, and there's a charge for that.
Do you think
bringing two other police officers to cuff him down isn't the response?
No, of course not.
You arrest him and you charge him.
But I mean,
that's what you do. That's how you respond to that.
It has been so rampant these days for whatever reason. Do you get the impression that maybe it's coming from a place of frustration? Maybe our police officers are frustrating, limited resources, the environment in which they live in, they working. I don't know, long hours, maybe.
I really wouldn't go into
your
things
personal opinion. You don't have to be politically correct.
No.
Just be on the outside looking in.
Watching things. I see more open and a willful aggression by civilians on police.
There must be a reason why. Why aren't civilians no longer respecting the police? There must be a reason why.
Again, that is an even further discussion. But you understand, when police find it's difficult to do my job because my hands are tied, a van man could come out and scuffle me up because I tried to give him a ticket, and I can't do nothing because I is police. You know that kind of
attitude. So maybe it's not only the police officers who are frustrated. Maybe the civilians are also frustrated.
Well, I don't know why you're using the word frustration so loosely. People have lives, and life has challenges, and you don't deal with the challenge by coming down and boxing down a police officer.
Of course
you understand what I'm saying? Right. So, but going back to the central point, which is where I want to end, is we really need to work, and I encourage the police organization, police force, to work on that partnership with civilians, and seek as best as possible to encourage proper community relations, as opposed to having strained relations with these incidences that, to me, are avoidable and should be avoided, because they don't assist us in the long run in a long-term goal of our crime prevention, crime fighting, and citizen security. All right, buddy?
Thank you very much, my buddy.
All right, man.
Until tomorrow. Have a great day today. And put away the Temu device. Use this one that you used this morning. All right? The dollar store one not working, my brother.
Listen. When they get the first month, the means now.
No. Above that. When I get what? I didn't hear that part.
The money from the next meeting.
You say you want a Bose headset, you say?
Yeah.
Remind me on elections night.
No problem, buddy. No problem. I'll remind you. I'm not going to mind.
Take it easy. All right, then. Let's go pay some bills and we come right back. I'll play... we should be able to squeeze it in before Council joins us. We'll try our best. I think it's about 3 minutes there, about long. The police response, we'll touch on that for a little bit. Not really to debate on it, because I really want to go in on that statement that was made by Congresswoman Mary Green and get your feedback on that. That is where I want to go this morning. So, kid, let's go. Bills, shout out to everybody.
The following recording is an official press statement from the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force.
The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force has taken decisive steps in response to recent...
Late in the evening after work, you work late and you're going home and the wife ain't cook. Stop by Chill Spot, tell them fugitives, say, you want dinner to carry home. Yeah? Let's go. Huh? I ain't hearing you, your mic not on. This where you get soup? Oh, the big potters. Soup nice, then. Soup nice. All right, then, let's go. And then we come back.
It's in the feeling and I'm with
Boom 106.9, the sound setter of radio.
Don't got no one that back calling me splurge. Why me jump right off the curb?
New year, different lane.
We gon' spin and kill everybody. And we telling all
1069.
Hey! You looking for clothes too?
I'm looking for the money. Igniting, waiting on nobody.
Clue number 1. Celebrity mentorship. That's right. Real coaching from real stars. Not your cousin who does freestyle on WhatsApp.
But how you find clue 1 already?
I'm gonna get trained by a celebrity mentor. I wonder if I'm skinny fabulous.
Registration is now open and closes on September 12th, 2025. So don't sleep on this chance.
This isn't just a run. With each step begins a new journey. A journey of determination, persistence, and self-discovery. With each step, I am back on a quest to push myself beyond expectations, beyond standards. Each stretch, a reminder of the flexibility of the human spirit. With each step, I am breaking barriers. As I push to the finish, I'm filled with pride. Not just for what I've achieved today, but for the journey that has brought me here. This isn't just a run. It's a testament to the human spirit, and I am here for it. Island Sips, beyond standards, beyond expectations, beyond water.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. "85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
The sound setter of radio.
Ain't got no money back calling me splurge. Watch me jump right off the curb.
New year, different lane.
We gon' spin and kill everybody. And we telling now. Bend that over. Let that breathe. Shake that.
Boom 1069.
Hands on your knees.
Unleash the sound revolution now on Boom 1069.
Hey! You looking for clothes too?
I'm looking for the money. Igniting, waiting on nobody.
Clue number 1. Celebrity mentorship. That's right. Real coaching from real stars. Not your cousin who does freestyle on WhatsApp.
But how you find clue 1 already?
I'm gonna get trained by a celebrity mentor. I wonder if I'm skinny fabulous.
Registration is now open and closes on September 12th, 2025. So don't sleep on this chance.
This isn't just a run. With each step begins a new journey. A journey of determination, persistence, and self-discovery. With each step, I am back on a quest to push myself beyond expectations, beyond standards. Each stretch, a reminder of the flexibility of the human spirit. With each step, I am breaking barriers. As I push to the finish, I'm filled with pride. Not just for what I've achieved today, but for the journey that has brought me here. This isn't just a run. It's a testament to the human spirit, and I am here for it. Island Sips, beyond standards, beyond expectations, beyond water.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. "85 years later, First National Bank saying,
Hey, Roxanne is just joining us. Well, I realize that not Lee, what is inside. Big up DJ Flip. I see you on the line, my brother. That's what I do. I get people upset. I get people agitated. I get people up in the feelings. That's what I do. All right. Good morning, Roxanne, and everybody. Roxanne, you know what the mission is. You know what the don't let me have to tell you that this morning, Roxanne. All right, get going right away. Shout out to Deshaun. Big up the team in St. Thomas right now. Somebody was saying somewhere. Civilians need to start fighting back. No. Emphatically, no. That cannot be the solution. That ain't gonna bring no kind of resolution to anything. It just going to make a bad situation way worse. No. Michelle, no. And that should not be encouraged. All right, please. Cease and desist from that type of thinking. Can't encourage that. All right, so any word from Council? Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so maybe, let me see. I wonder how much time now. Maybe we shouldn't start it. You know, I sent you see the screenshot I sent you a while ago there? Yeah, pull up that. You could share that all the time. Maybe they could go through that in the meantime. And then following Council's presentation, then we can go back in. All right. Butterfly, what is up with you posting 9/11 Butterfly? Today is the 9th of September. Explain to us why you continuously posting 9/11. What about it? Anyways, so while Kid deals with that, let me share this all the time. All right. While we await Council's arrival, I was told that he may be experiencing some technical difficulties. All right. And I didn't even bring my reading glasses. All right, but it says no, it's not the eve of 9/11 either. What's wrong with you? Today's the 9th. Tomorrow is the 10th. Isn't it the 11th of the 9th month? Today's the 9th. Unless I'm the one who's incorrect with the date. Anyways. Now this was shared by Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. All right. And I started sharing a bit of who she is. Okay, there we go. Much better. So you can check it out for yourselves on there. Now, she has been called all kind of names, not only in relation to her stance on the COVID vaccine, but so many other things. She's been called a white supremacist. She's been labeled as being anti-Semitic, and so many other names. And that don't daunt her spirit. She continues to lead. She continues to speak up and speak out. She is not one of those women who you could tell no grumbling. No. She stands up and she speaks out. She has been in the Senate for about 5 years thereabout. And she has been one of the leading voices against the COVID-19 vaccine, or that vaccine being mandated by governments, not only in the US, as much as she is Republican and as much as she supports Donald Trump. And we know what his stance was, or what they told us his stance was, because we saw that he claimed that he took the vaccine, but that was taken behind closed doors. That means what? Anyways, you could go look it up. We don't have a lot of time to go in on who Marjorie Taylor Greene is, Butterfly, but you can Google it and pull it up. A lot of the information is there as to who she is. I shared a bit. All right. I will never be silent about this, she says. I absolutely, adamantly refuse to get the COVID vaccine, and I, and many others like me, are extremely glad that we did not get the mandated vaccines. I also have great empathy for all of those who were forced to take it in order to keep their jobs or to continue their education. Millions of people, she says, have reported vaccine injuries and deaths from taking the forced COVID vaccines. And people have continuously died suddenly, developed cancer, and suffered heart damage, neurological problems, and more from taking COVID vaccines and boosters. And for what? A man-made virus that was pretty much only dangerous to the elderly, immune-compromised, diabetics, and obese people in our population, which, by the way, she adds, are also at risk from the flu and any other virus or infection. We heard all of these. All of these were shared. COVID was never a serious threat to the healthy working adult population and was never a serious threat to children. The COVID vaccines should have never been mandated on anyone, and should immediately lose their FDA authorization. The tyrannical government shutdowns and mandated vaccines were the crime of the century. We'll go in on that. How? Now this is, she sits in the US Congress. So we can accommodate it via. Okay, so you can go ahead and call via WhatsApp. Hold on, Spencer. Council, you can go ahead and call via WhatsApp. All right. Now we've heard so many different stances. We've heard all different type of theories. This is coming from somebody who sits in a key position as it relates to lawmaking in the US. Somebody who sits in the position of making decisions when it comes to how the US federal dollar is being spent. Someone who sits in a key position to dictate or to impress upon or to suggest whatever it is as it relates to the Constitution in the US. And here she is with these bold pronouncements, upsetting for some, disturbing for others. What's your stance on it? What's your take on it? So we have 5 minutes away. Council, like I said, you can go ahead and call us via WhatsApp if you so wish to do. All right. Nothing as yet. Randy, good morning, my brother. In St. Thomas. St. Thomas checking in, boy. Good morning. But we'll pull it up. I just wanted to share it in the meantime to utilize the time wisely now, while we awaited the arrival of Council Thomas. But I guess we're not getting through with that. He did indicate that he is experiencing some internet issues on his end. All right. Yeah. But you're welcome to share. I'll put it back up on the screen in a little bit after we share the police response to the instances of what we're deeming as police brutality. We share the police response and then we go into our discussion on what I want to share with you today. All right. I solicit your feedback. Let me hear what you think. Let me hear how you feel. I mean, in whole capacity, being a part of the Senate and speaking out as not only, even though she's being labeled as a conspiracy theorist, she is sitting in Congress. Key position. And she can stand up and speak out boldly with these kind of statements. That leaves us who decided that we were gonna go ahead and trust the narrative that was out there and get vaccinated. That leaves us where? We've heard listen, there are so many things. I mean, just recently we're hearing about the teachers, about 50 teachers. Strange circumstances. Just Friday, a young, promising teacher, and out of the blue, he took ill and he passed. Just like that. And we've heard several similar stories, and we've been left with no other option but to link these unexplainable, untimely deaths to the COVID vaccine. That leaves us where? So I guess we're not going to go ahead with council. All right, so I guess we'll leave that alone for today. Our humblest apologies that council was not able to join. I wanted to commend him so much on the program last evening's program. Yeah, if you missed it last night, you can go on Facebook and check it out. Excellent discussion he had there last night. Especially for those of you who have been, within recent times, beating up on the PRO for the NDP. Yeah, and she gave the tremendous representation of herself last night with council. Check it out on Facebook for yourself. Yeah, I ain't only speaking I ain't speaking because I could talk or showing partiality to anybody. It's not anything like that. I call it what it is. A spade is a spade. All right, but thank you, council, nonetheless. All right, I'm looking forward to that discussion tomorrow morning. It's approaching 8 o'clock, top of the morning. To those of you who are in at work already, those of you who got to get to work for 8 o'clock and you're just leaving home. Morning still, especially public servants. Hey, let's go to the top and we'll come back.
OMG in the morning. OMG in the morning. Lighting up SVG on Boom 1069.
Oh yeah. So, some can't complain, no. Sometimes coffee, sometimes tea, but every day won't be the same. Oh, never stop trying. No,
OMG in the morning.
Know that I can make it. Yes, I can. Got some money in the bank, but I still want more. I'ma just put the zinc them on the roof, just soon up my tile the floor. And I'm working for a greater tomorrow, even though tomorrow is not sure. Believe me, this life, it ain't easy, but it's much better than before. So I know that I can make it. Oh, I never stop trying, so I know know that I can make it. No worry about that. Jaja rise me out of my bed. I mean, go if and go wash my dread. Me alright, alright. I'ma say Jaja sunrise wake me up this morning, and I can hear Mama Africa calling. Alright, alright.
Today my rise like the sunrise, my bright and my upright. No one can break my vibes. Me no care who I fight, I know I criticize. I'm on a higher heights. So you can say what you want to and do what you want to. It's no concern to me. I have my own vision, me dip on my own mission to rule my destiny. Oh, it's my day to do what the fuck I want to. It's my time, and I'll use it any way I want to. It's my life, and I'm responsible for every action. It's all mine, my day, my time, my life.
Searching for a better way. Searching for a better day. Try to keep my feet on the right road, yes. Searching for a better day. Hey.
OMG in the morning, lighting up SVG on Boom 1069.
You got that right, baby. We're on the inside. OMG on a beautiful Tuesday morning, day number 9 in the month of September. Somewhere out there, there's somebody who is celebrating something today. Whatever it is you're celebrating, we are celebrating with you. Keep that in mind. All right. Hold on, Brahms. As promised, I wanna share the police response.
The following recording is an official press statement from the Royal St. Vincent and
Right, that we do so, at least to create some level of balance. All right, so yeah, here we go.
The following recording is an official press statement from the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force.
The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force has taken decisive steps in response to recent incidents involving police officers and civilians. Investigators have been deployed, evidence is being preserved, witness canvassing is underway, and interim administrative measures are in effect where required. We are following established investigative protocols to deliver impartial, lawful, and timely outcomes. Rest assured, we are acting decisively and within the law. Our primary duty is to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Your safety and the fair administration of justice will be protected without compromise. For absolute clarity, we recognize the gravity of the violence in a widely circulated incident involving a serving member of the RSVG PF and a female victim, the distress it has caused, and the strong public concern and outcry it has understandably generated. This organization condemns all acts of violence and is treating this case with the utmost seriousness. In that incident, the accused remains in lawful police custody and is assisting investigators. Public claims of release are incorrect. The same custody, investigative, and supervisory standards that apply to any other subject apply here. Further details will be released only when proper to do so, to protect the investigation and the dignity of those affected. This organization proceeds on facts and law. Edited clips, anonymous posts, and speculative commentary do not meet the standards of verification, balance, and accountability expected of credible reporting. Circulating unverified material distorts the information environment, risks prejudicing eventual proceedings, and deepens harm. If you have information, report it to investigators and avoid circulating unverified claims. Members of the public and media houses are asked to rely on official releases from the RSVG PF Public Relations and Complaints Department. Treat unverified claims as unconfirmed and refrain from sharing content designed to inflame rather than inform. Persons with first-hand verifiable information should contact Police Control at 4571211 or the Public Relations Office at 4856891. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force serves the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We place the safety and stability of our nation first and will provide verified updates at appropriate stages of these investigations. These matters are being handled with the seriousness and professionalism they demand.
That was the end of the official press statement from the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force. We thank you for your attention as we work to serve you better.
With all that's happening, not too sure if it offers you some peace of mind, perhaps. If you are in a better place, maybe. You're comforted by what is being shared, what came from the police public relations. At least they responded. At least they said something. You don't have to be in agreement with it, but they said something. All right? Had to share that. No. Let's go. We're talking COVID vaccines this morning, more so what was said by Congresswoman Marjorie, and let me put it out there. Now, let me share this first from Shortmus, what Shortmus shared. Whilst we have our rights to differ about the COVID vaccine, we must be careful about being totally anti-vax or anti-vaccines. Vaccines have been around long before COVID-19 and have been very effective. Very true. Very, very true. Let me add this. Don't for a second think that I am anti-vax. I am not. Maybe during the course of this morning, I'll share my situation, which is far different from yours. That I know. I'll share that with you this morning, if time permits. But for someone who took 3 different COVID vaccines, 3 different ones. Now, yes, there are the conspire, what the hell is conspiracy theorists? Jesus, please, is the vaccine kicking in there? Is the vaccine kicking in there? No, not that she don't have the right to speak or share her beliefs or share her stance. But if she sits in this key position with the U.S. government, why should I not pay attention? She is in a role. She plays a role when it comes to the lawmaking, when it comes to making adjustment, making amendments to the Constitution. She is in a position where she can aid in decision making for how the money is being spent. Why should I not listen to her when she speaks? That is all I'm saying. So it's not a matter of being pro-vax or anti-vax or pro-choice. I took 3 vaccines. Her statement leaves me where? That is the question that I am asking. I am not going in on vaccines. No, I am not. But as someone who took the vaccine, in your case, for someone, wait, Frank. I know you're excited. But hold on. All I am saying, I am not here to debate the longevity of how long we've been taking vaccines for. I am neither anti-vax or pro-vax. I am speaking from a place where I personally took 3 different vaccines. Hearing things like these kind of statements puts me where? How do I respond to statements such as these coming from her capacity as a congresswoman? What should I do? Good morning. Let's start opening up the lines and taking some calls. Good morning.
Morning, Fuji.
Morning. Continuous disregard. You know you want to calling him.
You couldn't remember conspiracy theories.
I had to do it on my name. I had to do it on my own today.
Fuji.
Yes, sir.
I believe I like you took the vaccine.
How many you took?
I took 2 shots.
Mm-hmm.
I got my card and everything. I had to travel and so on. I had to go and do a surgery at that point in time, so I needed that.
Okay.
But like you, I am wondering, where do I stand now that I'm hearing all this?
My brother, it's not, I mean, speaking is like you say something to highlight the current situation in the country, you're against the government. So because you stand up and speak out against vaccines and what you're seeing happening, that don't mean that you are against vaccines and vaccination.
I took polio vaccine. I took the MMR vaccine. I took all that tetanus injection, all that I took, right?
Yeah,
so
but we basically grew up. I mean, going into school back in the day, we all had to take them, and we've been living with them for years.
But then, when you hear somebody who is in the belly of the beast,
okay,
when somebody in the belly of the beast come out and grumble,
exactly, put it back up. Put it back up on the screen. Put it back up on the screen. There.
You have to listen. I would say, listener, in relation to the COVID in particular, COVID vaccine, I believe that's part of a bigger plan. And they know, many of these Caribbean leaders know, they bought into it because they know what it is about.
There's evidence.
They knew exactly what, look at the amount of people just dropping down and dead and so. Young people, vibrant people, take the vaccine, whoop, they drop down dead.
There's
the other Mr. Man come and Mr. Old Trump come and talk all kind of thing. What you there now? Where's Mr. Old Trump now?
Boy, and you
we
know,
ain't see any, we ain't hearing
and isn't it disrespectful to us as a people? I mean, you haven't heard anything with all that, whether it is linked to COVID vaccine, yes or no. You don't think that somebody should have come and say something, at least to dispel the fear and the rumors?
That ain't gonna happen.
Nobody
That's
ain't said
donkey you wouldn't see. You don't take it. The plan done in place, the plan done in motion to depopularize the world, so things going smoothly ahead.
Wow.
When you talk out, they call you all kind of names. They call you conspiracy theorists. They call you anti-vaxxer. But you have to remember, you know, when Jesus Christ came and he spread his message, they called him all kind of names too.
Boy,
they eventually crucified him.
You understand? I am not in a good place at all.
Fuji.
This is not any and anybody speaking, my brother. This is not any and anybody speaking.
They say if Barracuda come from the sea and tell you shark at teeth, you believe.
All right then, my brother.
She's a woman she right inside there. Have a good morning, guys.
All right then, my brother. Thank you. We got some commercials coming up. We got room probably for one more before we go to the break. The lines are open, 4551069. It's up on the screen. It's up on the screen. Check it out for yourselves. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor says that she don't think that anyone should have been fired. She said that she don't think that it even should have been mandated for anybody anywhere in the world to take the COVID vaccine. She says the same outcome that you can get from the COVID vaccine for persons who are immunocompromised is the same effect you could get from the common flu. So, what was the noise all about? And now she's saying that to somebody who took 3 different vaccines. That leaves me where? Anybody else want to get in now or when we come back from the break? Call you decide now. I know some of you like to wait until the ads start running and then you call. What's it? Nice. Oh, so... Oh boy, so we're at that place again where we're just seeing the missed calls. And I agree. The MRSA tetanus vaccines are completely different vaccine. Of course they're different. I am not gonna put these vaccines that we took like while we had to enter or before we were allowed into preschool. I am not gonna put those in the same category as COVID-19 vaccine. I can't. Good morning, caller. Sorry.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my brother.
No, I wanted to call first about the police thing. But let me. A few years ago, I wrote a piece in the Searchlight. What if Commissioner Quao were white? I got a call from Miss Kiza. The embassy, the U.S. embassy in Barbados, the political officer, you know who's the political officer?
No, I don't.
The CIA agent wanted me to chronicle all the incidents of police happening in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I did. But that's for another time, because my brother, in my teaching days, he had a lot of policemen. Once you fail third grade, you enter into the police force. So me, rather than going to center on Saturday, I go in the canteen to hang out with the police. I like your one incident. A guy has some fish coming up at the market there. But apparently some police, I think they used to call him Little Chief, asked the guy to bring him the fish. But this other little policeman decided to take away the fish from the guy. So they got into a scramble. The next thing you know, they bring the guy and lock him up over there. And we in the canteen there. And my friends are getting up and all of them going over there to do the guy wickedness. Like one fella came back and said, burn him with cigarette.
Wow.
You know, I never went back in the canteen on Saturday after that. I went to America, came back 9 years later and went in the canteen. Because there's some guys who had written application for to get in there. So, you see, when people come on, police ought to be trained. And I'll tell you something, they actually had to do this in New York a few years ago, how to address people. Not because you're police, you come and give me why your license. Matter of fact, one of them stopped me one time, 74th precinct, and I reported him. They sent him to my house to apologize with the commander. So it's not that, but some people, and we cannot paint the brush at all policemen. They're nice policemen.
Of course.
You know?
Well-respected police officers.
Yes, when a few of them do the foolishness, we are not to do that. Because guess what? Here's my friends. You talk about corruption. One of the most corrupt people on the face of the earth are lawyers. I'll go on to that for now. But you're talking about the COVID thing there. And Marjorie Green Taylor. My brother, I used to sort of believe in this vaccine thing too, even though I ain't taking none. I didn't get mom's vaccine. You had to take the polio thing, where they put something down there and then something show up on your arm and all of that. Like, other the rest, smallpox. I had to do a smallpox test because I was going to Trinidad. That was required. Other than that, nothing to do with them. I'm in America all these years. Flu vaccine, Now, if you got flu coming up next year, how could somebody have a vaccine for a strain they don't know about?
Fair argument.
You understand? So how you could talk me into that? And I'm telling you, boy, they used to bombard your boy with things, right? But anyway, my brother, people talking about vaccine, and let me say, like I used to really, not have so much thing. But once this COVID thing came up and everybody saying, and because I experienced in America with Gerald Ford, how are they going around saying this swine flu, everybody gonna die? I didn't take none, but guess what? 50 people died after 40 million persons in America took that vaccine. They discontinued it. 50. They discontinued it, and the whole America didn't die, did they? But people don't
Just
know,
50.
or they maybe don't know. No. So when this COVID come up and everybody talking, you know what the first thing I did? I went on find out when the first vaccine came about, when the first pharmaceutical company came about. I think it was Merck. I think it's Merck. I can't remember exactly. But guess what? That was in 1879 or somewhere there. 1879, yeah? The first one come up. By 1918, they had a pandemic breaking out all over the place. So I asked myself, how did mankind survive all those years without vaccine, which they are now telling you, if you don't get vaccine, you're going dead. But to make a long story short, because other people coming, folks, in January 2020, there was a cruise ship. What's the name again? I can't remember the name. Name on here right now. Diamond Princess. With 3,611 persons on board, my friend. They can't go nowhere. Everybody seems to have forgotten that no port would allow them to come in. When they did, when the Japanese allowed them to come in at a place where everybody was afraid to go, 3,600, right? They had no masks, they had no vaccine, they had no nothing. But you know how many persons died on that ship that was at sea for 2 months or something? 8. 8, my friend. 8. And guess what? The average age of those who died was 82. The average age of the people on the ship was 58. Now, with that information available in January, and it was all over the world, how could anybody in good conscience say that if you ain't get, you're going dead? When you had a ship,
fair enough,
call it a petri dish, and 8 persons died, all of them over 82. Think about that.
Which speaks to other underlying conditions, right?
All
right.
All right, buddy.
All right, then, my buddy. We'll take some more, of course. Somebody's asking for the number. 455-1069 is the number you call to get in. Somebody's asking, but why would you take 3 vaccines, though? In a nutshell, I remember AstraZeneca. AstraZeneca is the one that we had here first. AstraZeneca. All right? We had AstraZeneca. In spite of all the lawsuits that AstraZeneca is now facing, left, right, and center, the same AstraZeneca that we were forced to take here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, all type of legal action is being brought against AstraZeneca. What are we saying here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines? How come there isn't anyone here who's lobbying on our behalf here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, just as they are in different parts of Europe, as it relates to AstraZeneca? So I had to take AstraZeneca here. And then when it was time for me to go back for my second shot, I was told, oh, we had to give away your second shot to somebody else. For whatever reason, that didn't make sense to me. But at that time, it was a novel period and there was a lot of chaos. So I went along with it. So when I was getting ready to head to the US, so I was told, well, I have to take something. So I prayed about it and I went ahead and I took the Pfizer, which was now introduced. I think I was one of the first persons who got the Pfizer vaccine here in St. Vincent. Then I got to the US, only to find out that, well, boy, in the US, they're not recognizing AstraZeneca. They was like, what the hell is that? We don't even know about that. We never heard about it. But I know, but in St. Vincent, a lot of people already took it. A lot of my brothers, sisters, wife, children, we all took it. So how you going to say, hey, y'all in the same field? How you going to say to me that you never heard about it, that you don't know anything about it? Anyways, if I had to take the Pfizer, because I had to travel to another country, getting the second shot for the Pfizer, I didn't have enough time to wait for the second shot. So I had to make a decision. Right? So remember, that is AstraZeneca first. Then I decided, prayed about it, and I took the Pfizer before I left St. Vincent. While in the US, I had to either wait the time out and take the second shot of the Pfizer or go ahead with the Johnson & Johnson, which I prayed again about. And I took it. 3, AstraZeneca, Pfizer, and Johnson & Johnson. And the Johnson & Johnson is a double shot. So probably you could call it 4. So if by chance you see me acting weird anytime I'm not looking my normal self, I'll probably be there and I'm floating on the clouds and I might blurt out at you with some kind of emotional aggression. Don't blame me. That's not who I am. I'm just saying. But we press some bells and we come back and we take some more calls. I didn't take those calls because we didn't have enough time and I didn't want to cut you all. All right. So let's go to the break. We take the ad break and then we come back and we continue to take some more calls. All right.
OMG in the morning.
It's CPL. Here's your reason to shout. Win with Republic's 100 Not Out. A trip to the CPL final in Guyana could be yours if you use select Republic Bank products today. Earn 6 runs when you use or register for
Republic Online and Republic Mobile.
Use your Visa debit cards.
Or get an approved personal loan. But wait, there's more. Personal customers, you can win one of 3 amazing trips across the Caribbean to view RBL CPL matches. Plus, there'll be Republic Bank CPL merch and match tickets up for grabs every month.
We're all in. For more ways to win, visit RepublicBankEC.com.
It's CPL time. We're all in. Republic Bank, title sponsor and official bank of the Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League.
You're out, you're living, you're free. The world is calling, but who's watching your home? Life is about enjoying the moment, not stressing over breakings or suspicious activities. Introducing the MySmart Cam from MySmart Toilet Seat. It's an affordable light bulb socket dual camera that's so easy to install. All you need is Wi-Fi and your smartphone. Get your light socket dual camera equipped with motion tracking, night vision, 2-way audio, and remote monitoring, all from your fingertips. Keep your home and business protected. Don't return to regrets. Secure your peace of mind. Get your MySmart Cam light bulb socket dual camera today. Only at MySmart Toilet Seat, located in the Blue Corner building on Lower Bay Street. Or call us at 457-1703. Quick side note, for a limited time offer, buy a 128GB SD card today and get your free light bulb camera. Hey, hey.
Dream, 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 dream.
Not me. Whoa, that might have been the way back in the day, but nowadays, dreams are reality. Stop waiting for that perfect moment and step into the Penny Bank to find out how you can own your piece of dreamland. The St. Vincent Cooperative Bank right now is offering 100% financing, no down payment, and I mean low yearly interest rates. This is land ownership made easy for Vincentians. So apply now at the St. Vincent Cooperative Bank.
The St. Vincent Cooperative Bank. Your Penny Bank and so much more.
The Penny Bank and so much more.
It's your rate, your call at Republic Bank.
This rate is great. This rate is affordable. This rate is what I need.
Real Real options for real financial goals. Build, expand, go for the dreams at the rate you want.
This rate is perfect. This rate is for me.
Your rate, your call. Log on to republicbankec.com for more. Isn't it good to know that no matter where you are, you're covered? Covered by a company owned by Vincentians that understands your unique insurance needs. At Metrosyn General Insurance Company, we've invested 50 years of service to guarantee that you have the peace of mind that you deserve. When it comes to motor vehicle, property, employer's liability, business insurance, and much more, we've got you covered. Our professional and friendly staff understands your needs and ensures you understand your options. Metrosyn General Insurance Company. Call us today at 784-456-1821 or email us at metrosyn@vincisurf.com.
Flow's prepaid customers can now unlock big bonus rewards like bonus data, prizes, and more every time you activate a 3-day prepaid plan or launcher. Activate a plan, then scratch to reveal your bonus data. Plus, get points for extra prizes. The more you activate, the more bonus data and prizes you can win. Get in on the big bonus rewards when you activate a prepaid plan. Dial *129# or visit topupflow.com to activate a plan today.
The stage is set for SVG's brightest stars, whether you sing, dance, play, or perform. This is your time to shine. Here's what's on the line. $25,000, celebrity mentorship from industry professionals, paid gigs so you can start building your career now, and an appearance fee at the semifinals and final stage of the competition.
I have a red button, no, let me push it.
Ignite is open to all Vincentians ages 4 to 35 years old. But listen, registration is now open and closes on September 12th, 2025. So don't sleep on this chance, because your talent deserves a stage and your moment is now. This is Ignite, the ultimate talent search. Visit pmacy.gov.vc to register today. Ignite.
Island style, yeah. We got the time to make you go. We got the time to make you say, yeah. We'll have to make the right choice.
We have cans and things, sets, mixes and grow. Everything you need, we sort the house out. For the best price and the latest style, take a little drive down to Island Style Car.
We got the time to make you go. We got the time to make you say, quality, price, service, choice. It's all an Island Style.
Visit our stores in Diamond and Arnoldville, or call us at 456 or 457 Tile. Island Style Interiors, St. Vincent's Tile and Bath Experts.
Just for you at Quartz Optical. Get 15% off. When you bring in your prescription from any other eye care provider, we'll give you 15% off the cost of your frames and lenses. So visit us today and get 15% off. Offer valid on cash and credit purchases. Conditions apply. See in-store for details. Quartz Optical. Value you can see.
Are you looking for a pharmacy that's not just a place to pick up your prescriptions, but a hub of health solutions tailored just for you? Then look no further. Welcome to Roy's Pharmacy in Artesville. We've got a fantastic selection from top quality medicinal cannabis to a wide array of over-the-counter and prescription medications. But wait, there's more. Get your personalized orders delivered from overseas. Terms and conditions apply, of course. Find us in the heart of Artesville on Sergeant Jack Drive near Grant Thornton Accountants. We're here for you every day, Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Fridays until 7 p.m. Saturdays until 3 p.m. and Sundays until 1 p.m. Call us today at 570-7249 and follow us on Instagram at Roy's Pharmacy SVG. Visit us today for a healthier tomorrow. Roy's Pharmacy, the future of pharmaceutical care.
OMG in the morning.
That one your name Yasmin. Now. Hot belly. Why is it? No for them hungry and feel them more than we, and them is nobody. Some of them hungry, good lad, and feel them more than we, and them is nobody. Lord.
Spencer didn't even wait, boy. Oh my God. He didn't even wait. Spencer, what's up, my brother? Good morning.
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 To everybody.
Morning. You're some far away. Come closer.
Because all they don't know me already when he touch vaccine.
Come closer. You're some far away.
No, because I'm in the truck.
Okay.
Driving.
Sound like you're under the truck.
Oh, all right. Kid, good morning, buddy.
Morning, Spence, my morning.
Hey, listen. Let me touch on Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? Just briefly.
Pull it back up.
They
Pull it
tried
back
to
up on the
demon-
screen.
They tried to demonize that woman all because she knew what was going on. And now, whenever she gets into the Senate hearings, right, she just make all of them look like a bunch of nincompoops.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
telling
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
She just ridicule all of them. Now, let me get off of that. Fuji is a PTA couldn't play them 2 clips I sent you, but it's all right. Now, I came on this station in February 2021 because Bing invited me because he used to hear me trying to argue on the Good Morning Prime Minister, whatever the thing is, on WFM. And then man, you should shut me down all the time. Now here I am following this thing, and in them days, you're listening to other experts, plus you're also listening to the WHO and their releases 3, 4, 5 times a day. Now, you have to listen. You can't just hear. So by listening, you pick out certain things and you say, something there right here. Something there right. You don't need to be a rocket scientist. You just got to have good comprehension and listening skills. That's it. Now, yeah, what they say, right? Pfizer knew. Guys, Fuji got the clips. Pfizer executive who went on live stream interview said that they knew by April of 2021. Listen to the date. April 2021, in the trials, 42,000 people got seriously ill and 1,225 people had already died. So they knew. So you know what they did? They went and Fauci and all of them, 15 top executives from the White House, including the president, got the detail of what was going on. You know what they did? They went and had a quick conference between all of them, trying to cover up the lies, but on the mainstream media to support the vaccine mandates. It's right there. All the Pfizer papers tell you this. So which means, if these guys knew what the hell happened to all the other governments all over the world who bought into this crap.
But
and
you
they
see,
never,
like you rightfully put it. I mean, there are some governments across the globe who bought into it, yes, and they made whatever necessary adjustments, made whatever amendments they had to make via the laws and so on to facilitate what we were all experiencing. But most of them have already retracted.
Right. So you see, that why 2 kids get vexed with you, Ken, soon. Because you're always trying to preempt people. You know what, boy, with the thing. You see you?
I'm just saying, they all retracted. Yes, we accept that it was a novel period in terms of what we were experiencing and COVID and all them things. So there are certain things that might have been done aspirationally. But we have gone past that now.
Yeah, but it's true. And that is why I'm totally mad with the government, which make you think, make you realize that these guys, and I don't care if the PMX and whoever else, these guys believe that they can't do nothing wrong or they didn't make a bad decision. The information is right out there all the time. Frank and I been disseminating this information, but Frank and I don't have PhD or doctorate behind the name, so we don't know nothing. Don't listen to we. We ain't no diddly squat. Now, in the meantime, Frank and I could rest peacefully at nights because we ain't take none.
You're throwing words for me. You're throwing words for me.
You know what? I will tell you something. You know what save you? You lucky. Because you take 3 different ones, and so far you might be okay.
So you're saying one canceling out the next?
Well, I don't know if it's canceling out. I've been taking a slow period to react.
Yeah, but I actually wanted to check it out, like in a case like mine, I don't know if there's anyone who had my experience, but what do I do going forward? I mean, like flushing the system and...
Yeah, if Frank have it, I have it in my archive somewhere. It's to find it.
I think Jomo shared a bit of it the other day.
Yeah, and you could actually try to get that spike protein out of your system. These guys were some of the guys right up front who were against it. I mean, these guys had all the medical experience. And you know, speaking of medical experience, you have some guys in St. Vincent. They paid them to go up on every single radio station promoting this. But now you see the adverse effects. Licking up people.
Nobody's saying anything.
Center. None of them won't come
back.
back.
That's the disrespect I don't like.
I want to come back, and they should come back to save face. But why they come back, including the PM and everybody else, all they come back, all they be promoting it. Come back on and let me know when all they come in. Because I have some serious questions to all of you.
I hear you, my buddy.
So wait. So before I go, right, let me tell you something, Fuji. I was sending Gail how to try and get out the system. Right? Let me tell you. So you have all these people new. Pfizer cook up the whole books to promote this and there was two main reasons. We ain't gonna get into that. All right? But in the meantime, you have governments following this. They know the information coming out. It's showing the opposite of what Pfizer them saying, and they're still going along with it. That is wicked cruelty. That is cruelty to your citizens. They knew. They all knew. And I know information, I ain't calling no names, you know, from top medical personnel who been putting it in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, who told some of their friends, I ain't take that.
But you know that's one of the concerns that I have, because, like, for example, even with President Trump, and well, he came publicly and said that he took it, Melania took it, but they took it behind closed doors. Why?
Well, which is true.
Why?
That is true. Fuji, I'm going to give all you another piece of information. And I said it many times on this radio station. Some of you are going to be lucky enough, folks. Some of you will be lucky.
In terms of what?
Because they couldn't create the vaccines. Well, the so-called jabs. There ain't no vaccine. They couldn't create them fast enough. So what they do? In any trial, which that was a trial, why do you think there was part of a trial? You have to have what they call placebos. And 60% of those jabs were placebos. This came straight from a doctor.
Yeah, I saw that.
60%. So some of you better pray that I get the placebo. That's why you're not named to all you. And some of you talking about, oh, they do this to me and they do that to me. I ain't talking about bad things, you know. Right? Who feel they're 17 years old again?
Oh.
You know, that they,
yeah, I get you.
Yeah, you could go and write your name in the sand when you urinate. You know, that kind of thing there? Yeah.
All right.
So some of them get the placebos and they feel they were okay and they made the right decision. Well, I tell you what, they're still administering so-called updates on the vaccines. I want all of you who don't take it, go back now and tell they're going to take it. All the most
but you see,
go and take it again.
You see, I mean, I am better informed now. I mean, there's so many things that were happening back then, and I was in a place where I had to weigh in the balance, and I had to pay attention to both sides of the fence. You understand? Me personally, when I made my decision, I had to make my decision based on faith, because I was bombarded by information from the pro-vaxxers, information from the anti-vaxxers. I was stuck in the middle, so I have to trust faith. You understand? I mean, I am better positioned with information now. Probably too late.
I know, but just hope that you're all right. No, this is the thing that killed me, right? You see, my old queen was sick because I tell she wasn't to take it. People make she take it. Who she hanging around? She regret that she took it. Now she dead. You understand? She's dead. Let me tell you something. You think I'm going to forgive those people who push this on top of innocent people who didn't know any better? I'm telling all you right now, there is nobody on the ULP You want to consider me as the friend still? That's fine. But anybody in the legislative part of the ULP, I don't care how vexed all you want to be, I'm going to lick all you up with this. I am telling all you right now. I ain't easing up on all you. It's pure wickedness, and all you should lose the election just based on that alone. Wickedness!
Spencer, my buddy. All right, then. Thank you very much. All right. We're going to pay some bills. And we come right back. Keep it locked inside OMG on a Tuesday morning. Let's go. And we come back.
It's in the feeling in our weak side. It's in the meaning in our spot. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. Cause the rhythm of life is pumping. Together going strong. No matter what, we keep things flowing. Before we were falling, our hands up in the sky. Celebrating. Come let your rhythm flow.
Let's go! Boom 106.9, the sound setter of radio.
Young got no one that back calling me splurge. Why me jump right off the curb?
New year, different lane.
We gon' spin and kill everybody. And we're telling all.
Bend that over, let that breathe. Shake that.
Boom 106.9.
Hands on your knees. Unleash the sound revolution now on Boom 106.9.
Hey, you looking for clothes too?
I'm looking for the money. Igniting, waiting on nobody.
Clue number 1, celebrity mentorship. That's right, real coaching from real stars, not your cousin who does freestyle on WhatsApp.
But how you find clue 1 already?
I'm gonna get trained by a celebrity mentor. I wonder if skinny fabulous.
Registration is now open and closes on September 12th, 2025. So don't sleep on this chance.
This isn't just a run. With each step begins a new journey. A journey of determination, persistence, and self-discovery. With each step, I am back on a quest to push myself beyond expectations, beyond standards. Each stretch, a reminder of the flexibility of the human spirit. With each step, I am breaking barriers. As I push to the finish, I'm filled with pride. Not just for what I've achieved today, but for the journey that has brought me here. This isn't just a run. It's a testament to the human spirit, and I am here for it. Island Sips. Beyond standards, beyond expectations, beyond water.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. 85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
sound setter of radio.
Young got no one that back calling me splurge. Watch me jump right off the curb.
New year, different lane.
We gon' spin and kill everybody. And we're telling now.
Bend that over, let that breathe. Shake that.
Boom 1069.
Hands on your knees. Unleash the sound revolution now on Boom 1069.
Hey! You looking for clothes too?
I'm looking for the money. Ignite ain't waiting on nobody.
Clue number 1. Celebrity mentorship. That's right. Real coaching from real stars. Not your cousin who does freestyle on WhatsApp.
But how you find clue one already?
I'm gonna get trained by a celebrity mentor. I wonder if Skinny Fabulous.
Registration is now open and closes on September 12th, 2025. So don't sleep on this chance.
This isn't just a run. With each step begins a new journey. A journey of determination, persistence, and self-discovery. With each step, I am back on a quest to push myself beyond expectations, beyond standards. Each stretch, a reminder of the flexibility of the human spirit. With each step, I am breaking barriers. As I push to the finish, I'm filled with pride. Not just for what I've achieved today, but for the journey that has brought me here. This isn't just a run. It's a testament to the human spirit, and I am here for it. Island Sips. Beyond standards, beyond expectations, beyond water.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. 85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
Just a go show love, and the Lord is around us. The blessings surround us. May not care who like me. They just a go show love. Oh, find me I come from, but the journey, good thing God got me. See it and you feel it. Find me I come from. Life has meaning. Get a youth keep on believing. So see it and feel.
I think, Doug, you hearing us?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Good
Morning.
A very blessed good morning.
Morning. I was wondering because I realized we dropped out for a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome.
Good. I wanna touch a subject that is being talked about this morning, the vaccine.
Right.
And I will tell you this. I listened to you. You took 3 different vaccines, and you said you took the double boost, the double shot, which is the Johnson and Johnson. Okay, let me give you my personal experience with the Johnson and Johnson. I never believe in the vaccine from day one.
Right.
But in order to get on a plane, they're telling me, boy,
yes,
you have to have a vaccine card.
My situation as well.
I know a few of my friends, and I think they was my friend, but they are my friend, but we have a different feeling of friendship. They had a little hook up somewhere out of New York State to get the card without getting the vaccine.
I heard we had it here too, you know.
You had to
But-
dip,
but go ahead,
your
go
hand
ahead.
in your pocket. You had to dip your hand in your pocket, eh?
Mhm.
But they never tell me. So in order for me to travel, I retired in 2020, never get to travel because I retired February 21st of 2020. And you know the COVID come on right after that. And I had to take the vaccine in order to jump on the plane. Eh? Anyway, long story short, I did. I took it on a Tuesday like today, about 9:30, somewhere around close to this time. I took it about 5 blocks from my house, come home, everything good, no problem. I'm a fisherman by love and profession too. And I went to fishing in Far Rockaway. Driving back home.
After taking the vaccine?
No, on the Thursday.
Oh, the Thursday after, right, okay.
After, 2 days after. Sorry about that, 2 days after. And the first thing happened to me, I passed out at the light.
Ooh.
And
In traffic.
In traffic, but I was stopped.
Right, yeah.
It's a good thing my daughter was there. She was yelling, "Daddy, daddy, daddy, daddy."
Damn.
They calling me so far. She said, "Daddy, you know what happened to you?" I said, "What happened to me? Anything happened to me?" She said, "You just drop on the wheel."
Oh.
She said, "Pull over and let me drive." Of which I did. Now, I feel a little funny, but I didn't have no pass out, to be very honest.
Wow.
That is my experience. Now, let me tell you something what I look at on the European news one day. The European Union, when people have to go to a court to give testimony, even if they don't want to, we call them. Anyway, they summon all of the people from Pfizer, Moderna, and all of them, AstraZeneca, all of them to the European Union to give testimony on the vaccine. Do you know none of the CEOs of those companies took the vaccine? They said it in the European Union court under oath. Under oath, they said they never took the vaccine. Man, if I could have knocked somebody down, I would have knocked them down.
Yes. Yeah.
Because
and they should have been leading by example, right?
Yeah, here they are pushing this poison people, and never took it themselves. And they travel. They've been traveling. And I traveling, and I have to show my card when I'm leaving and when I get into the port.
You couldn't travel without that. That was more important than your visa.
Yes. You think that is fair to me and anybody else who had to go through that?
But you know what, you sharing that, it brings me to this. Do you know of any of these members of parliament who signed on to that mandate that was used to fire the public servants, the teachers, the police officers, right? Public servants. Do you know how many of these parliamentarians are vaccinated?
No.
I don't know either. I am asking. It would I've been saying it for the longest while. It would be rather interesting to find out, you know. It might be a situation like what you just shared there with the CEOs.
Yeah. And let me tell you something else, my brother. Let me tell you something else. I know I have a few friends who took the vaccine, both male and female, that I talk to on a personal level.
Okay, Doug, just take a pen. Let's bring it up and then we come back. Just hold the line, all right?
Okay.
Okay, let's go to the top. It's 9 o'clock here in St. Vincent, Grenadines.
The time is 9 a.m. This time check is brought to you by Simply Natural Coconut Oil, proudly distributed by Facey Trading, SVG Limited. OMG in the morning, lighting up SVG on Boom 106.9. OMG in the morning.
Doug, you there, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
go ahead. Pick up on the point that you were making.
I have some friends, both male and female, that I talk to on a personal level. And a lot of people don't share the personal stuff with you. So I would never just divulge the names, right? Because it will be wrong. And they took the vaccine, different company vaccine. And some of them is experiencing things that they never experienced before they took the vaccine.
Wow.
And I got a friend of mine who has her period at least 3 times a month ever since.
Wow.
Now, all kind of doctors she go to, gynecologists and specialists.
That must be frustrating, bro.
And all of them have the same answer for her. She never ever one day experienced it before the vaccine and been experiencing it after the vaccine. Now they're giving she shots to go through all the age to stop it. That's a fact. That's a killer. That's a killer. I have a few friends who is soldier used to salute them every morning. And now the soldier just hang his head down in
Bowie
shame
head. genuflecting.
in the morning.
Jeez, I said genuflecting. He head
Yeah,
down.
man. So these what people talking about the vaccine is factual. But it has too much greedy people who just run around this wall, prostituting themselves to Bill Gates and them.
But with your experience, with your own experience and what you shared, the experience of some of your friends, and then you're hearing what Congresswoman Marjorie Green, what she's saying now, that puts you where? I mean, how does that make you feel?
Well, that make me feel like one or two of my friends who didn't take the vaccine. They say, Doug, you didn't have to travel. You just have to wait it out. I say, man, I retired 3 years ago. And all my life I want to retire to go back to St. Vincent to fishing. And I just over anxious to go home to fishing. I buy all my fishing rods, ship them down, all my fishing equipment, and I can't use them. So I had to take it to go.
Yeah, but what you would say to persons whose job depended on it, whose livelihood depended on it, because we all lost financially. Significant loss, financial loss due to COVID.
The only thing I could tell some of them is that I noticed in every court of law that take up the vaccine mandate in countries all around the world, including here in New York State where I live, that the police and them who did not take the vaccine in New York City sued the city and the state. And every single one of them have won.
Wow.
The lawsuit against the state and governments around the world, including in Germany, where the European Union sit at the time.
And then there is St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Oh, don't worry. Guaranteed to lose. Guaranteed.
And then there is St. Vincent and the Grenadines, my brother.
Guaranteed to lose. But they're not going to lose in court, my brother.
All right. I guess we'll wait and find out.
In November of 2025, before the 29th day, I'm telling you this, before the 29th day of November 2025.
I'm putting it between the 13th and 17th.
I said, well, they can't go past the 29th according to the Constitution, but I say before the 29th day of November,
Mhm.
2025. The people who stand out and did not take the vaccine in St. Vincent and the Grenadines could walk back on the job 100% guaranteed with all the back pay intact, according to the new government that could be in.
All right, I guess we'll find out.
Have a good day.
We'll find out if that is a decision-making factor when we go to the polls on elections day.
I don't think it is a decision-making factor, but I think it's a fact. They're gone now. The people think they're gone now.
All right, then, my brother. All right, take it easy. Getting ready to switch gears. Gonna end it. Before we do so, need more data to power through. Spencer.
Fuji,
Yes, sir.
quickly. Today, Tuesday. Now, there's a senator in the U.S., Senator Ron Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think he heads up one of the Senate committees on health. And today, they're supposed to be getting a document. This is a extensive study that was done by a very credible, very, very, very credible company. And those guys, you know, the people, the health institute in America was supposed to release the information based on the agreement since the year 2000. And you know what he said? Imagine they hid this for 25 years from the public.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he's supposed to reveal.
Yeah. You shared that. I looked at that last night.
I sent that for you.
Yes. I looked at that one.
So I can't wait for it. And let me tell you something, right, folks? I ain't telling all y'all supposed to be leaving vaccines and about. The more I know, nobody could come now and tell me anything about vaccines. So the PM called me in the early stage an anti-vaxxer. I think based on what that report is going to come out with, if they come out with what I think, I am now an anti-vaxxer. They were no good for nothing.
All right, then, my brother.
Make us believe. They make us believe. All right.
Hello? Oh. All right, then. Yeah, all right, then. Good. Somebody said it was not mandated for them, the politicians. It was only for frontline workers. Not mandated for politicians, only the staff in the house. Okay, so let's put out some information. We pay some bills and we come right back. Need more data to power through work, school, and play. Digicel's 40 gigabyte postpaid plan is just $130. That's right, 40 gigs at the best value. So you can stream, study, and stay connected without worry. Sign up this week and go further with Digicel. Yeah, the boss call. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. And how are you, sir?
Mighty fine. How you doing?
Mighty fine.
Yeah,
I'm great, man. I'm great. Kid, what's up, brother?
It's management, money, man. I like it when I say.
Get to the boss call. What's up?
Well, I good. Man, them two topics you touch this morning, not time the topics to touch, man.
I have a third one, you know. I think you want to wait for the third one. You're going to love the third one, you know. Well, you go ahead.
Me know you always have something to set me up, you know. I know that.
You go ahead.
I know that. Now, let me just speak quickly on the vaccine thing before I say something briefly on the police something. Now, with all of this thing here on the vaccine is, you know what's sad, PUG? Is that so many people are still in denial. People are still out here trying to defend these things. First and foremost, the first thing that should have grabbed anybody's attention is the fact that they went and changed the meaning of vaccine to fit these things into what a vaccine is.
Yeah.
That right there should have opened anybody's eyes, brother. The fact that you had to go and do that. Second, if anybody, and you see it goes to show how a lot of people do not read or try to understand anything. The type of years they tell you it takes to develop a vaccine, to make sure it works, to make sure it's safe, and all of these things. These things basically came out now for now. A new type of technology, new, never yet used, and every time they tell you that the trials with them, every single thing that they use it and died. Now me say so it's their own report. Also, the World Economic Forum itself, and if people know and understand what the World Economic Forum is and who are the members of the World Economic Forum, they will understand why, again, Kenzie King said from day one, not me taking them vaccines. Well, let me not call them vaccine jabs. Because when I have people like Prince Charles, brother, no King Charles, telling you that COVID, and I'll say this to you, COVID has never been isolated. So COVID really is not real. The coronavirus is real, but COVID is not real. Because it has never been isolated anywhere. The spike protein, and again, all the truth come out now. You remember from the one when we used to say, oh, that was made in a lab. They try to shut it down and say, no, that's not true. They admit, they said people, the very same people. And this is how, listen, the kind of gaslighting that's happening in this thing here, brother. The very same people who are taking your freedom of speech. Fuji, the moment I saw those in power, quote unquote, decided, let we start to limit people's freedom of speech. Let we start to criminalize your freedom of speech. That again set me on edge and tell me something not right here.
Yeah. Yep.
You see?
That was definitely a red flag.
And then when you hear Prince Charles at the World Economic Forum stating, this is what he said. He said, COVID has given us a unique window of opportunity to put things in place which otherwise would not have been accepted. What I tell you?
Yeah. You think we can take the chance now? Do what we ought to do.
And then the same World Economic Forum where presidents, the so-called world elites, kings and princes meet to determine the way forward. They see all them Agenda 2030, Agenda 20, this and that, come from right out of all of them. And I want you to look deeper, Fuji, and see what those agendas really are. Listen to the word now. Listen to the word agenda. Whose agenda, brother?
Depopulation, you think?
You see what I'm saying? Brother, look around you and see what is happening. If they want, listen, simple science, listen this. Carbon dioxide is what trees breathe, right? The more carbon dioxide you have in an environment, the more trees you get, right?
Right.
And with more trees come more oxygen.
Correct.
Which means more and fresher and better air
Cleaner
for you and
air
me.
for us, right?
You're listening to me carefully.
So far.
That is basic science, right? Now you have persons who want to limit the amount of carbon dioxide because they have to get rid of carbon. What is humans made up of? Because again, if people and they go look at people like me as conspiracy theories, when the very people have put the things out there right in the face, it's hard to go and see them.
But that's an interesting way that you put it there, boy.
Brother, people like Dr. Yuval Harari, who is second in the World Economic Forum, basically call human beings worthless eaters. If people follow these things and follow these people, they will understand where the world is going, you know. And why the hell you want to block out the sun? Tell me why you want to block out the sun. Yeah? Bill Gates is paying to block out the sun. Just think about that. You see what I'm saying? And they're telling you sunlight and sunshine is so important for your life.
The most natural source of
because
energy.
You know why? You know why all of this is about control? The same World Economic Forum tell you that COVID was a psychological operation. That and this vaccine thing here. It was an operation to see how far the population will go in following mandates. Basically, that is what they're telling you.
So it was a testing period, and
It
they
was a
used us as
test.
guinea pigs.
And that is exactly why I tell people be careful with digital IDs and central bank digital currencies. Because that, you see, when you said there that your vaccine card was more important than a passport,
At the time, it was more important than the passport.
Exactly, my brother. Exactly. And so, if they were able to hold control over you like that by saying you can't move because you don't have a car, imagine what they will do when they have full control over your ID and your money
and your currency. Sound like
Imagine
you're
what they
speaking
will
towards
do.
the new world order there, my brother.
Brother, it is that. It is exactly that. You see what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
Brother,
Listen,
let me show you. Let me show you something, Fuji.
Go ahead.
Let me show you something. The very CEO of Pfizer, I think was a 60-minute interview. He was asked if he take any vaccine. You know what his response was? And listen to the point I'm going to make here. He was 50 years of age at the time, right? 50. And his response was, he is young and healthy, and so he does not need the vaccine. So what the hell you want to tell me? That a 20-year-old, a 18-year-old, a 30-year-old need a damn vaccine when you're 50 and don't need it?
Yeah.
Eh? How you could tell me that?
Yeah,
How you could tell me that sports
a
people?
60-minute interview.
How do you tell me that sports people who are run up and down more than me and you, Fuji, who exercise more than me and you, who are at the pinnacle of health, could tell me that they need it, but you 50, you now walk on over, but you don't need a vaccine.
But you know,
the same thing that you make.
What one of the things that caught my attention at one time, there was a period where, you know, they listed, okay, it's really the age groups that would be affected by it. That was pushed for some time. And then all of a sudden you wondered, well, where the hell the narrative went? Because right now it was everybody across the board.
Exactly. No, here's the thing. But they bring it back now. They bring it back now to the very first thing and tell you, oh, only the older set of people, and people will come up with the things. They bring it back now because now they change it and say, oh, the young people don't need it. They knew that all the time. As a matter of fact, their very own studies, when they read the Pfizer documents, oh God, then they're out there. The Pfizer dump, they're out there. Read it. Their own documents tell you. You remember when we say it will affect fertility? They say no. Their own records and their own spokesperson at a congressional hearing. At a congressional hearing said, but we never did any studies for that.
Yep.
When they say that it was safe and effective and it's going to stop transmission, she said, but we never did no studies for that either.
Okay.
But you had the Ministry of Health here in St. Vincent, and everybody at the Ministry of Health should be sued and thrown in jail.
You notice we never heard anything. We never heard anything from them, brother.
Yoji, let me tell you why I said that. The AstraZeneca vaccine did not stay long on the scene. Maybe about 6 months to stay on the scene, right? I was one of the first persons right here and boom to tell people, listen, there's a study that come out that says the AstraZeneca vaccine is prone to clots and is tied to clots. Me can say I was one of the first pieces. You should remember them days.
Yeah. I heard it. I saw it.
I told them, I said, this thing is going to be pulled. And it was pulled in the UK. You know what happened here? Even years after it was already pulled. And why I say from the Prime Minister, the same one, all of them needs to go jail. They were still pushing the AstraZeneca vaccine here after it was tied to clots. Still had adverts on radio saying that it is safe and effective. And that they went through all of the trials and rigorous testing. They were saying so, which was a lie.
Even
they
when
had the recording.
Even when some of the plants were shut down because of the conditions, they didn't meet standard and all of that. When they were shut down, we were still pushing it here.
But that's the Fuji.
Because with risk of being contaminated and all that thing.
Let me tell you something. I had promised I wasn't going to do this, and I battled with myself last night. But I'm going to do it, and I'll tell you why. I saw Travis post on his page to say that the NDP was in agreement with mandates. That's a lie.
Of course.
And this is why I'm going to do this. The clip that he used of Cummings of them and so forth, it is misleading. The NDP state, Dr. Friday and the others say, we take the vaccine, we are encouraging people to take it because we see right now it's the only way out. It's the best thing they have brought to us and it's the way out. We are encouraging people to take it, but we are against mandates. As a matter of fact, E. Kenson, Adriana, and others were out there standing in front of Parliament, protesting in town against the changing of the law to mandate vaccines. Guess who was right there in the front? It was Major, Dr. Friday, the whole of the NDP, kneel down right there in front.
Yes.
Our fire truck. We were going to blast us with water.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, it was the NDP politicians who were in Parliament fighting against that mandate and changing of the law when Ralph and them go down to 3 o'clock in the morning and change it. And a matter of fact, the same Travis was on right here and Boom and other radio stations pushing the vaccines and saying the vaccine mandate, he agree with it. If people don't want to take it, fire them.
Yeah.
I had the recording for that too.
Okay. So you need to pull it up.
So like come and tell me that me lie. You see,
to pull
me
it
brother,
up.
I didn't want to do this, because
it needs
me and
to
Travis
be
don't
done.
have nothing personal or whatever. But you see, when I hear you coming with stuff, come with true things.
It needs to be done.
Travis Harry, right here and Boom and other stations say he agree with the mandates and people should lose the job if they don't want to take the vaccine. He says so. He says so. Your own words are them. So where was he when we were out here fighting against the mandates?
Yeah. And all of a sudden, he knows the voice of
no,
reason.
Man. Look, no, man.
Anyways.
It really hot me. But anyway, the police thing now. Let me just jump on that. Fast. I heard you play something just now. They says a release from the police. I have to be mad.
From the police public
Them
relations.
well,
I put it out there. I put it out there. I have to be balanced. I have to be fair and balanced.
No, whoever sent out that need to be fired, I get locked up.
Well, it came from the relations, public relations.
That person, whoever wrote that stupid. Anyway, let me not go down that road.
Yeah.
It shows me that they have no type of intellectual nothing and no sense of emotional nothing either. You basically are telling people, play blind and shut up to what you see. And therefore, don't talk against the police, because when you talk against the police, you're making we look bad for your own actions. You made a point this morning, Fuji, and I listened to Sian and Sian disappoint me this morning. Sian disappoint me this morning, for real. Because when Sian now basically tried to come to soothe over this whole thing with the police, you made a point. And I want Sian to know that Fuji saying to kid, I know Kenzo, I know, and he's a good youth. I know him from wherever back. He do there any black, he do involve himself in a this or that. It's different to Carlos James calling kid and say what? I'm going to send Kenson.
Of course it is.
Tomorrow. And I'm going to show you how it's different. Because of the power dynamic. That is why right now in the police force, prison, and civil service, persons have no respect for their seniors. Because what? They feel they could jump on a phone and call this and call that.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what's happening.
And I'm telling you this is a complaint that you're getting every day. You can't talk to them. And who tell you can't tell me nothing because I go call such and such.
Yeah,
and they call such and such, and such and such will call the senior people and introduce them. I have witnessed it. And on top of that, brother, the reason why the police force is part of where they're in is the unfair, not just the police force, prison, and all of these things too, is the unfair promotions that are happening. People being put into position that they don't deserve. And guess what? They are not promoting and pushing the police agenda or whatever else. They are pushing that of a politician or somebody else. We know that. And also, plenty of the police don't even know the force word in the criminal code and the criminal procedure code. Me could tell you that too. Because when you question them, they can answer. And that is why many of them feel that you should, as a civilian and a citizen of the country, cannot question them. You are able to question the police. If you come to me and tell me you come arrest me, you have to tell me why. And it better be a pretty damn good reason too. And it better align with the criminal procedure code, the constitution, and the criminal code. It better align, because we not go. You see what I'm saying? But there's a thing for another day. What is something you say we not go jump on?
You're going to wait. I prefer if you call back and let me put it out. You know.
All right,
I want to
okay,
remember I had two topics to touch on in regards to hypocrisy. I shared one yesterday with the government and all the calls, all the attempts at demonizing a relationship or agreement or foreign relations, whichever terminology they want to use, with China. And all the attempts that they made then, only to find out that the only reason why the ULP is not in any type of relation, any type of bilateral agreement. Yeah, it's basically that. Hypocrisy. Now, you remember as well, up to this morning, I was reading an article where the PM is saying that Rasjan is being paid by Chinese agents, and media personalities are being paid by foreign agents, and we have all kind of foreign agents interfering with our general elections and have been doing so over the years. Hypocrisy.
Okay, me could say something to you. Me could say something. Okay.
I don't want you to say it now. I don't want you to say it now. I want to share, and then you call me back, and then you go there. Because we have a better time. Our pastor won't be coming in this morning. So we have some time. All right then. Let's pay some bills. And we come right back. We're moving on to hypocrisy.
OMG in the morning.
We're moving on to hypocrisy when we come back following the ads.
It has a wide range of uses in food and also in cosmetic applications. Simply Natural coconut oil is great for all your everyday cooking. Whether you're frying, baking, or cooking as well, it's a great ingredient.
Let's go! Boom 1069, the sound setter of radio.
Ain't got no one that back calling me splurge. Watch me jump right off the curb.
New year, different lane.
We gon' spin and kill everybody. And we're telling now.
Boom 1069. Hands on your knees. Unleash the sound revolution now on Boom 1069.
Hey, you looking for clothes too?
I'm looking for the money. Ignite ain't waiting on nobody.
Clue number 1, celebrity mentorship. That's right, real coaching from real stars, not your cousin who does freestyle on WhatsApp.
But how you find clue 1 already?
I'm gonna get trained by a celebrity mentor. I wonder if I'm skinny fabulous.
Registration is now open and closes on September 12th, 2025. So don't sleep on this chance.
This isn't just a run. With each step begins a new journey. A journey of determination, persistence, and self-discovery. With each step, I embark on a quest to push myself beyond expectations, beyond standards. Each stretch, a reminder of the flexibility of the human spirit. With each step, I am breaking barriers. As I push to the finish, I'm filled with pride, not just for what I've achieved today, but for the journey that has brought me here. This isn't just a run. It's a testament to the human spirit, and I am here for it. Island Sips, beyond standards, beyond expectations, beyond water.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. 85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
setter of radio.
Ain't got no money back calling me splurge. Why me jump right off the curb?
New year, different lane.
We gon' spin and kill everybody. And we're telling now. Bend it over, let that breathe. Shake that. Boom 106.9. Hands on your knees.
Unleash the sound revolution now on Boom 106.9.
Hey! You looking for clothes too?
I'm looking for the money. Ain't ain't waiting on nobody.
Clue number 1. Celebrity mentorship. That's right. Real coaching from real stars. Not your cousin who does freestyle on WhatsApp.
But how she find clue one already?
I'm gonna get trained by a celebrity mentor. I wonder if I'm skinny fabulous.
Registration is now open and closes on September 12th, 2025. So don't sleep on this chance.
This isn't just a run. With each step begins a new journey. A journey of determination, persistence, and self-discovery. With each step, I embark on a quest to push myself beyond expectations, beyond standards. Each stretch, a reminder of the flexibility of the human spirit. With each step, I am breaking barriers. As I push to the finish, I'm filled with pride. Not just for what I've achieved today, but for the journey that has brought me here. This isn't just a run. It's a testament to the human spirit, and I am here for it. Island Sips, beyond standards, beyond expectations, beyond water.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. 85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
Setter of radio.
Ain't got no money back calling me splurge. Why me jump right off the curb?
New year, different lane.
We gon' spin and kill everybody. And we're telling now. Bend it over, let that breathe. Shake that. Boom 106.9. Hands on your knees.
Unleash the sound revolution now on Boom 106.9.
Hey! You looking for clothes too?
I'm looking for the money. Ain't waiting on nobody.
Clue number 1. Celebrity mentorship. That's right. Real coaching from real stars. Not your cousin who does freestyle on WhatsApp.
But how she find clue one already?
I'm gonna get trained by a celebrity mentor. I wonder if I'm skinny fabulous.
Registration is now open and closes on September 12th, 2025. So don't sleep on this chance.
This isn't just a run. With each step begins a new journey. A journey of determination, persistence, and self-discovery. With each step, I embark on a quest to push myself beyond expectations, beyond standards. Each stretch, a reminder of the flexibility of the human spirit. With each step, I am breaking barriers. As I push to the finish, I'm filled with pride. Not just for what I've achieved today, but for the journey that has brought me here. This isn't just a run. It's a testament to the human spirit, and I am here for it. Island Sips. Beyond standards, beyond expectations, beyond water.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here.
Today, just to let you know that Pastor Richard Z has indicated that he will not be inside with us this morning due to a few prior engagements that will not allow him enough time to come and share with us. All right, just to let you know that he sends his regards. However, now let me share this. You will hear the name or the title Buzzmaker or Buzzmakers. For some, it's not the first time hearing about it. Definitely, it will not be the last time hearing about it, but in the coming days, you will be hearing more about Buzzmakers or who is or what they are involved in. But let me share this in the meantime. A group of political and public affairs or a grouping or a political and public affairs consultancy group globally recognized, and they specialize in digital campaigning and public affairs. Services include messaging, digital ads, field consulting, media strategy, data targeting, and more. They have worked across many levels of government, from presidential campaigns to local races, and achieved significant recognition. This according to AI. Now, Buzzmaker. Write down that word. You could do your own research if you wanna. Foreign agents. Somebody shifted the camera perhaps. It looks a little bit. Yeah, maybe it's the dopey in the station that probably swagger passed by and button it a little bit. Probably goes in there again a little bit jiggy now. All right, yeah, that's good. That's good there. A little bit too much. Back a little, back a little, back a little, back a little. All right, hold it there. Hold it there. All right, there we go. Now, we've heard, even recently, we heard all about Chinese interference in the elections of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Even as far back as when we had the referendum, we heard about Chinese interfering, foreign agents interfering in all these processes. Just this morning, we heard that Ras John is allegedly being paid by foreign agents, Chinese agents. We heard that Kenton Eyewitness News allegedly is being paid by foreign agents to push a certain narrative. We heard that NDP allegedly is doing business with, well, a number of names were called then. We had from SCL, we heard about the Chinese, and so on and so forth, engaged in having these foreign agents meddle in our general elections. We've heard it all. Hypocrisy. We started yesterday. We shared from one end. And this morning, let me share this. I'm going to share with you the name Matthew McMillan. All right, write down that name, Matthew McMillan. He is the president of Buzzmaker, an award-winning international political strategy company. Matthew McMillan was arrested in St. Kitts in December of 2017, and that arrest stemmed from a report that was made about a drone found flying over premises of leader of the Concerned Citizens Movement, CCM, and Deputy Premier Mark Brantley. McMillan was the brainchild. I read that fast, that part too fast. That same McMillan, president of Buzzmaker, foreign agency, who would meddle in elections across the region, across the globe. McMillan was the brainchild behind the unforgettable hits. It says, such like the Ralph Gonsalves HSBC account campaign. Y'all remember that? The chicken back juice campaign, the anti-China. Well, we touched on the anti-China yesterday. The anti-CBI campaign. So when you see multiple ULP party players sharing the same posts on social media, calling in on various media houses, sharing the same narratives, chances are all this was being orchestrated by the same Matthew McMillan. Yeah, I remember, I think it was Friday, when Kenson was encouraging that, you know, we can use our platforms, NDP supporters. Let me take out the we there, so I don't sound political. But NDP supporters can use their platforms more effectively and efficiently. Instead of cursing out whenever somebody says something that goes against your belief or your party, use your platform to educate and inform and share the message, which I supported. And we heard like persons who were complaining that they're not saying enough, they're not getting enough. And I also highlighted, you know, in terms of the strategy that is being used evidently, and I shared it on Friday, that is being used. There must be a reason why. Whatever the topic is, and look at that, whether it is anti-China, whether it is anti-CBE, anti-this, anti-that, there is the same narrative that is being shared by the mouthpieces, whether it is on social media platforms, when they call into radio stations, when they host their radio programs and so on. It is the same narrative that is being brought out, the same language that is being used, the same posts that are being shared. That is strategy. I never knew that it was because there was a brainchild behind all of this. I just picked up on it. Matthew McMillan and Buzzmakers have been leading in ULP's campaign for some time. Here's another name that you can look at. Give me out some homework today. We're not alone in this. Victor Richardson is another name. I'll share a third. But the third one that I'll share is it came in weird. The way how that name was thrown out at me. But the second name is Victor Richardson. Victor is second in command after McMillan, Bossmakers. It says, think of him as the deputy head coach. Victor Richardson II is an Antiguan political consultant and strategist who has worked internationally through Bossmaker and held senior roles, often described as Senior VP International Director. Victor usually sets up the plays and strategies designed by McMillan. Victor is the executor. He also directly manages the local social media team and the creatives. Local, it says. Right? Let me pull this up. Okay. Fun fact. It says Victor launches anti-CBI campaigns in St. Vincent, but his own homeland of Antigua has operated a CBI program since 2017. Victor also enjoys launching anti-China campaigns, while ironically, Antigua has enjoyed over $1 billion US compliments China during the last 2 decades. Hypocrisy. And you may wonder, is it to create a distraction? Is it to mind boggle? Is it to mama guy? Is it to mislead? Is it to misinform? Here's another name. This one I got while I was in Barbados. And jokingly, a good brethren of mine who frequents St. Vincent and the Grenadines, he said to me, when y'all gonna allow Hartley to come back to St. Vincent, not because he had a falling out with Julian, means that he should not be allowed back in St. Vincent. I never knew who Hartley was until sometime last week when I was passing back through Barbados. The conversation came up again, only to find out that Hartley, who was a Bajan, well-known Bajan strategist, political strategist as well, he was also involved in ULP's campaign. But there was a falling out in 2010 around there. Somewhere around there was a falling out. So he was, in want of a better word, fired. Foreign agents interfering in our general elections here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. My brother, you there?
It's all about mind bending. And what is interesting, and I tell you already, I like to sit back and watch these things because they're funny to watch after you've already have the knowledge of how these things work, and so you see what you know what to look for.
Anybody? And
it's a 48 law of power ploy where you simply make the other person appear to be the one doing the very thing that you're doing.
Thing that you're doing, correct. Yep.
And so every time you hear the other person speak, look at him closely. Because he may very well be mirroring in speech and trying to put it on the other person what he's doing. No, we keep on hearing how much NDP is using all of these things to mind bend and all of these entities to mind bend. But see, sometimes we slip up and we don't understand that sometimes we leave our door open when we run out to shout, or our door is left open because we look for run back in and close it.
So wait, before you go on, right? I just paid attention to something. So we not gonna do business, or the NDP wants to cut ties here and do business with China. They want to do business with China. When they check it out, we are the ones who really want to do business with China.
But there you go.
NDP using foreign agents. We don't have any proof of that. Only to find out that you are really the ones who are using foreign agents. Hear the twist. NDP want to sell passports. Wait think happening. Look at the trend. Just follow the trend. Follow the trend, my brother.
In 2015, they said, imagine NDP was saying, we're going to cut VAT. We're going to try to cut taxes. They come and tell you, no, NDP going to raise taxes. February 2016, we had an extra % on VAT. And not too long after that, we get 1 percentage point on custom duties.
Which is even higher than the VAT.
Which is 20% extra going on custom duties.
Boy, hit
and
10%.
And editing of UG is that over time we have seen the pattern. Everybody has seen the pattern and still live in denial. Now here's the thing.
Oh my God.
If I was Rasjan, I was suing the Prime Minister. Because he would have to prove. You know what the Prime Minister is literally accusing Rasjan of? It's treason. This is one of the highest criminal thing you could do in your land, brother. Punishable by death, This is treason, brother.
In some countries, yeah, of course.
I would have sued Ralph Gonsalves. You hear me?
Well, I guess we'll see how it goes.
I want he play so bright and call my name in something like that. I dare him right here nationally. I dare him. Call my name in something like that. And he go see something. Now, here's the thing. What is interesting? All of a sudden, Rasjan has been reached and breached by the Chinese money. But here's something. What should we say about the Prime Minister? Suppose he's been paid to talk these things to keep him in office. Because remember, he had a private meeting with an ambassador from China that we don't know nothing about. We don't know what to talk about.
Yeah.
So I can say that Ralph Gonsalves possibly could be a Chinese operative.
I mean,
how about that?
He went home.
How about that?
He went home, right? And I think there's some other statement that he made when he said his friends just come by his home. Only friends he invite by his home.
So here's the thing, Fuji. Is it possible that we can see all of these monies coming out of Taiwan because of fear that, boy, if we not get this man, it's possible that he go move from Harry and we need friends?
Probably.
Is it possible? Yeah? Is it possible? So here's the thing, me brother. Here's the thing. Anybody who sit down and listen to Ralph Gonsalves, especially in this silly season, when he come with anything, you have to be crazy. Let me tell you why. Back in 1994, I think, 84, 94, one of them, he say, I think I remember me had some old lady come and Baptist woman come and tell me get a vision that somebody want to kill him. Right? He come back again in another election. Say that they tell him somebody close to him want to kill him. Election time, He come again. So that they intercepted a call. Listen to this carefully, Listen to this carefully. They intercepted a call between a hitman and a Vincentian to bring the hitman to kill him. And I want you to listen to this part carefully. The hitman got to send Vincent at the airport. And they take the hitman and turn him back. Listen to how stupid that sounds. And up to today, the person's call that they intercepted, because you must know whose phone.
Of course you must know whose call.
Right? Up to today, when I hear the person lock up and the jail get a case. Nothing. But you could say that you intercepted a call between the man and a hitman. You know he's speaking to a hitman, which means you know who the hitman is. We still here. We're waiting to hear the Dominican police get the hitman to say, well, you are a hitman, and said this intelligence tell with this.
But you
we're still waiting on that too.
You remember the HSBC account
the HSBC,
saga?
Yes,
remember
man.
that saga?
Yes, man. Well, we're still waiting to see who will get charged and taken to court for the $19 million they say got in our account. We're waiting on that.
Boy.
So with all of these things, but the stupidest thing is that you telling me a hitman, you know he's a hitman. He reached to St. Vincent
You know who he is. Back. You know who he is.
I don't know who it is.
Identity and everything. And he came in
we have to be sick. So if people want to sit down and still listen to Ralph Gonsalves with this kind of nonsense every time election comes, and I want people to understand.
Hit them for 6
years. It has always been said in psychological circles, in philosophical circles, election is an emotional undertaking. And so that is why you will always see the politicians trying to evoke your emotions. Ironically, what we have seen over the years, and I think it has been the NDP's downfall, is that the NDP always come with intelligence. They always come with intellectual conversation. They always come with plans and policies that you could look and say, boy, this can be better.
Nothing to play with the emotions.
But guess what? Labour always are able to play with the emotion and emotionally trap people and help them to vote emotionally, and then they get the nasty end of the stick. So you see this election, I hope that people rein in their emotions, look at their surroundings, look at their reality and say,
look at the
no. Because I can guarantee you that even the most ardent and in-depth Labour supporter could look around himself and say, this now.
Of course.
This now.
All right,
so here's something. Before I go, let us all remember that when the rain fell, the rain of mandates, it fell on everybody's house roof. That even you, a Labour supporter who didn't want to take the vaccine, you were forced to do so. Because without a job, you had no job. Ralph said so even out at the airport. And then we need to remember too that they went along and put people on the breadline, whether you are Labour or not. And you are now in a position where they are still fighting you.
Didn't matter at that time.
And also, people need to remember that when they're ready, remember Camilo B say, in a one unvaccinated spittle and heat. So let me remind people, when they come to you, see if they must stand up 6 feet apart, so that your spit never catch them, especially if you're unvaccinated, Labour or NDP. If they might come for hug you up, and then they should ask them, so the unvaccinated spittle all of a sudden, it is electorally safe.
Show your vaccination card when you come by my place.
Have a good one, brother.
All right, take it easy. That's where we're going to end it for today. We got a few commercials, but I guess we'll sign out before we go there. Yeah, food for thought. Food for thought. Until tomorrow when we do it all over again inside OMG right here on Boom 106.9 DJ Kid and The Fugitive. We're signing out. Wishing Shady a speedy recovery. Big ups to Bing. Wishing him a speedy recovery as well. All right, take good care of yourselves. Peace out, enough love. Ray out.
OMG in the morning.
We have moved. Lane's Hardware Bay Street is now at Lane's Uptown. We are remodeled with products for your hardware, painting, plumbing, electrical, and gardening projects. Lane's is proud distributor of